is huge news with the new Trump tariffs that you need to know about if you want to sell on Amazon in 2025. There's some big updates we're going to be going over. We're also going to be answering the question, is it too late to sell on Amazon in 2025? We're going to be going over some different stats to see the truth. Is it too late? Is there other better opportunities? We're going to be talking about all of that in this video, but really going to be diving deep into these Trump tariffs because just yesterday there was some big news that was that was announced, and I'm doing this live. As you guys can tell, probably could use some water, but I'm going to give you guys the news anyways. But before we get into this article, we want to talk about what effects this is going to have on Amazon. I want to make a huge announcement for you. Today is the last day to join the Passion Product Formula. There is only 5 spots left, and it's going to be closed down tonight at midnight. Registration is going to close tonight at midnight. So this is your last time to join. You can see Tuesday, May 13th at midnight. I don't know why that says that's the wrong time. It's not 12:59 p.m. It should be, yeah. Anyways, you guys get the idea here. So only 5 spots left. Our timer obviously has messed up, and there are, just to let you know what this program is, this is for anyone that's looking for a little extra help selling on Amazon. If you're looking for my one-on-one help and really like a step-by-step program, this is the program for you. It comes with over 150 pre-recorded lessons, so you can watch those lessons at any time. On top of that, it comes with a weekly Q&A call with one of my coaches. It's a group call you can get on. You can ask whatever questions you want, as well as some one-on-one coaching, a private Facebook. We actually recently transitioned to Slack group. So anyways, today's the last day, and I'm going to be talking about this program later in this video. But I want to start off this video by first talking about the Trump tariffs. Then we're going to get into all the stats about, is it still a good opportunity to sell on Amazon? We're going to talk about e-commerce. We're also going to talk about what other opportunities might be out there if you're looking to make money online. Because my goal with this channel and with my Amazon program is to show you how to make 6 figures in passive income a year. And what does that mean? When I say passive income, look, it's going to take some work to get up and running, but once your business is up and running, it actually doesn't take a lot of work to continue. I can actually show you guys, I have an Amazon business. I have multiple Amazon businesses, but I have one specific Amazon business that in the last 30 days, actually sales have been down, but in the last 30 days, we've done over, let's see if I can get that, over $77,000 in sales. In the last 12 months, let's see the real numbers here. Last 12 months, we've done over almost $700,000 in sales. Just so you can see that this is real. Boom, refreshing it live. Yeah, that's over $500,000 in sales. So anyways, that's my goal for you, is to be making 6 figures passive income. This business probably has done around $200,000 profit in the last year or so, maybe a little bit more, maybe $200,000 to $300,000. We have really good margins. And I talk about that in other videos, but let's talk about the Trump and the China tariffs. So a lot of people have been saying that you can't sell on Amazon with the Trump tariffs, and that's not actually true. But the good news for everybody is they just lowered the tariffs. They lowered the tariffs. It was originally at, I believe, let me see if we got the numbers here. It was at 145%, meaning if you were to buy products overseas in places like China, you would have to pay 145% of what you paid to get the product in there, into the United States. So for instance, let's say that you ordered 100 units and each unit cost $10. You spent $1,000 on products in China and you're getting that shipped in the United States. Before, we're gonna have to pay an extra 145%, meaning you'd have to pay an extra $14,500 on top of what you already paid for the products just to get them into the United States. And that was huge. It made it very hard to sell on Amazon with those kind of huge tariffs. Now, there was ways to get around this, but the good news is you don't even have to anymore because they're doing a 90-day truce. They're lowering the tariffs to 30%. And I think the breakdown of that is like 10%. I don't know. Well, we can look at the numbers here later, but there's a breakdown on how that works. Basically, now instead of paying $14,500 to get into the United States, you'd only be paying $3,000 to get it into the United States. So that's a big difference. And then we had someone, Kimbo, in the chat right now just said that just joined the course. How long does it get to be accepted in the Facebook group? It should just take a day or two. My assistant should get on that right away. So yeah, again, reminder for everyone. Actually, really quick, a reminder, if you haven't liked this video yet, make sure to like the video. And yeah, obviously the coaching program, but let's go more into the tariffs because that's what people came here for. So I have a rundown of what the tariffs were and kind of how they worked. So here is the history of the tariffs. In March 2025, Trump added a 25% tariff, and then it jumped again a few weeks later, I think this was like April, to 145%. Now the tariffs are going back down to 30%, and honestly, my guess is they're probably going to even go lower eventually. I think he's just using this as trade leverage. I don't know. This is not a political channel. I don't care about that. All I care about is if it's what this means for you in selling on Amazon. So let's talk about that. So even with a 30% tariff, that's extra money. That's money that nobody wants to pay. Is it too late to sell on Amazon? So let's look at some of the real stats here. So these are stats straight from Amazon. And the first thing it says is more than 60% of all the sales that take place on Amazon.com. So when people go to Amazon to look for things to buy, let's say they were gonna buy green powder. I don't know if you guys, this is like one of the few supplements I take. I take a greens powder. A lot of people take athletic greens, but I actually have been doing this Amazing Grass greens blend. It's a lot less expensive, and I actually think it's better, but you know, I'm not a doctor, so who am I to say? But when you look at most of these products, you can actually see who they're sold by. So let's look at this product. Let's see who it's sold by. This product is being sold by, I believe, Amazing Grass here. Yeah. Brand Amazing Grass, manufacturer Amazing Grass. It's being sold by Amazing Grass. A lot of people think that all the products being sold on Amazon are like Amazon, like almost similar to Walmart. You know how Walmart will buy things wholesale and then sell them on Amazon? That's not true. And look at this product, by the way, is making almost $1 million a month in sales. It's a pretty simple product. You know, if they can make almost $1 million a month selling such a simple product, think about how much money you can make. And I showed you, you know, I did $600,000 in the last year with just one of my products. I have multiple different brands, but that's just one of the products. Another thing that I think is really interesting is US-based sellers. This was back in 2023, but I think the numbers should be better, if anything. In 2023, US-based sellers on average did over $250,000 in sales. That's six figures in sales. And you know, that's obviously not profit, but it's probably, when you break down the numbers, going to be right around $100,000 in profit. That means on average, most Amazon sellers are doing over $200,000 in sales, close to $100,000 in profit. So let's look at some other stats here, because e-commerce, this is e-commerce, it's growing like crazy. Actually, I think one really fun one that we could talk about is global e-commerce sales. This is in 2022 what they were 2023. So in 2022, this is in billions, 5 billion, or is it? No, it might be trillions. Sorry, yeah, this is definitely trillions. $5 trillion in sales in 2022, 5.6 trillion, 6 trillion in 2024, $6.5 trillion this year, 7 trillion next year. So selling online and people buying products online is going to be growing every single year. So this is a growing trend. A lot of people are still buying things in stores, but you know, if you're part of the younger generation, if you're millennial or younger, chances are most of the things that you buy are online. And that might even be true for the boomers out there, the Gen X's or whatever. But more and more often, people are buying things online. So by creating an online business, whether it's a Shopify business, whether it's an Amazon business, any kind of an online business, right now, creating an online business is the future. I think everybody would agree with that. I mean, sure, AI is also the future, but where does AI live? It lives on the internet. So making money online is the future, and you can use AI. Maybe that'll be a future video I talk about, is how to use AI to make money with e-commerce and Amazon. But here's the funny thing. This is the total percentage of retail sales that are e-commerce, meaning online. Right now, it's still only around 16% of all retail sales are happening online. That's a pretty low number. And that number's, you can see that this is just going to keep growing. But like if you look back in, what is this, like 2003, 2004, it was 2%. It's 8x in the last 10, 20 years. So yeah, the question is it too late to sell on Amazon? No, we're actually hitting an influx. I think in the next 10 years, it's going to just be massive. And maybe 10 years from now, it's going to be too late. Maybe, but even then, the big thing is there's always opportunity, especially with the way that I teach for selling on Amazon. So let's go in. And you guys that are part of the channel, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, definitely subscribe. But for all the subscribers out there, actually, if you're a subscriber of this channel, leave a comment in the chat, in the comments down below. If you just watch this channel and you don't subscribe, also let me know why. Like, why have you not subscribed? I need those subscriber numbers up. That's the subscriber number is such a vanity number. It's something that I get to brag about to, when people ask me like, oh, you have a YouTube channel? I'm like, yeah. And when I tell people I have a YouTube channel, they're usually like, oh, that's cute. Like, what do you have, like 1,000 subscribers? I'm like, no, I got like 420,000 subscribers. They're like, whoa. Okay, so I'm asking for you guys out there, make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet. But let me show you an example of a product. We launched this product, Carnivore Jerky. Now, there's a lot of different jerky products out there, but boom, the number one product when you type in Carnivore Jerky is our product. And right now, it only has a 3.5 star average. And so another, thing, if you guys are interested in trying one of my products, buy this product here. I'll put a link in the description. Buy this product. Leave a 5-star review, please. I don't know if I'm really supposed to ask for that, but, well, I'm doing it. I'm not incentivizing it. Let's see if that works. Oh, it's too long of a link. Yeah, I'll just do this. That's the Carnivore Jerky. You can see one of my real products. You can buy it. You can try it. Now, we've gotten some 1-star reviews. But the reason I'm bringing up this product is if you are on the carnivore diet, that's one of the brands that we're really doubling down on. If you're on the carnivore diet and you're looking to buy a beef jerky, which product are you going to buy? Are you going to buy this one? Is that carnivore friendly? This is obviously carnivore friendly. That's not carnivore friendly. That's not carnivore. Oh, that one actually says carnivore crisp, but look at that branding. That is terrible. That is not good branding. This is so much better branding, and it's cheaper, even though it's kind of not, because they have 3 here. And well, but we have, I think, more ounces. I don't know. Maybe it's cheaper. Maybe it's not. But yeah, so you guys see that this is where the opportunity, there's always going to be opportunity to sell on Amazon as long as there's people buying things on Amazon. Let's see if we can find out how many Amazon customers there are. How many Amazon customers are there? I think I know the answer already. There's over 300 million active users worldwide. Approximately 80% of those are from the United States. Over 200, and then let's see. Amazon Prime has over 200 million users worldwide. Yeah, there's just crazy numbers around this. And I've been selling online for over 10 years. I wonder if I have, I'm actually looking, I wish I could show you guys this. I'm looking at a wall right now of the different success stories from my Amazon FBA program, the Passion Product Formula. But I have my photo right there too. Like right back when I quit my job. I must have quit my job 12 years ago. It was in February of 2013. Wow. So I've been selling online for over 12 years. And this last year is the easiest I've ever made money online. Like this has been launching carnivore. So I launched the Carnivore Jerky. For those that don't know, I also launched Carnivore Electrolytes. And I have a bunch of other products as well. But Carnivore Electrolytes blew up. And, in the past, people would have been like, there it is. Don't click on the sponsored products. Always click on the non-sponsored products. But this product blew up. And the reason it blew up is because I saw that there was an opportunity out there. I saw people were on the carnivore diet. They were looking to buy carnivore-related products. They needed an electrolyte powder for the carnivore diet. They needed jerky for the carnivore diet. And I created that product. And right now, we have 36 people watching live. We got 19 likes. Guys, smash that like button. I'm also going to be, right now, answering any questions you guys might have about joining the Passion Product Formula. Because like I said, today's the last day. There's only 5 spots left. And those 5 spots are going to probably go. They might go before midnight. I don't know. But no matter what, tonight at midnight, we are going to be closing down the course. And I wanted to answer, like, if anyone that's still on the fence, anyone that's unsure whether or not they should join this program, here's your opportunity to ask me questions live, and I'll give you some answers. So just to give you guys an overview of, the opportunity that this is, we actually have success stories down here. I don't know why. Yeah, you can see Calvin Ming. Calvin came on the channel. And here's another big thing. Like, no one else that I've seen does this. I actually interview my success stories, and they share their real numbers. So if you go to my channel, Travis Marziani, you go to playlists. I'll share this playlist for you guys. Amazon success stories and failure stories. So if you guys want to see my honest results so far selling in 2025, I've got this video. Let's see if I can share this list with you guys. I don't know. There's a way to do it. I'll figure it out later. But Mina, a success story. Who else do we got? I mean, some of these people are students of mine, and then some of these people are just like friends. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if he joined the program or not. Connor, success story. Yeah, this was a success story. She did not join the program. I don't remember if he was a success story or not. Calvin here. This was the video I was looking for. And then down here as well, another success story.
How did you start this?
But this video is great. So this young guy, I actually have his product up there. This young guy, he did how much money in revenue? I think $400,000 in revenue in his first year, over $100,000 profit. He's a young kid. He joined my Amazon program. I don't know if we have his testimonial here. He joined my Amazon FBA program and did over $100,000 in profit in his first year. And for you guys, if you go to passionproductformula.com, just click to join the program before it's too late. That's just like, I'm going to remind you guys about this because this is the last day. Like, you're not going to hear me talk about this program again for a little while there. So yeah, I really do want to answer any questions you guys might have in the comments. Put anything in the chat that you might have, anything that you want to know the answer to. But we can get back into the tariffs. I don't know if that's something you guys want to talk about, but there's not really a lot to say. Like, the truth is, this is good news that they're lowering the tariffs, but it kind of doesn't matter. Like, if you guys have seen the other videos I've done about the Trump tariffs, it doesn't matter whether or not the tariffs exist. There's always going to be an opportunity as long as there's people buying. You just have to figure out what it is. Like, the products that I sell, the jerky and the electrolyte powder, those are both made in the United States. So it doesn't matter to me whether or not there is any kind of tariff on this. Either way, I know I'm going to be fine because my prices aren't going to increase. Though what's going to happen with the tariffs is all the other people, everyone else's prices are going to have to increase, but mine are going to stay the same. All right, guys. Let me do this. Any questions that you guys have, you can email me, travis@passionproductformula.com. But highly, highly recommend go to passionproductformula.com. It might redirect you to thepassionproductformula.com. Go there, click to join the program before it's too late. There's only 5 spots available. This is kind of your guys' last chance to join, especially because we've been considering, and we probably are going to, increasing the price to $19.97. So this might be the last chance to get it at the $9.97. We've been adding a lot of features. I'm going to be re-recording a lot of the lessons. I'm going to be adding a lot more content. Yeah, and someone here is asking, can we do a course about launching a wholesale product? In the future, maybe I'll talk about wholesale, but it's not as big of an opportunity. I just don't think that you can make as much money. Another person asked, can I get a discount for your Amazon FBA course? We don't offer discounts because we don't discount the value. Here's the discount. Yeah, you can. The discount is, it's going to be $19.97. You get half off, $9.97. And here's the thing, guys. We have a 14-day unconditional money-back guarantee. So if you're unsure whether or not you want to join the program, what I would say is join the program. Well, you still can because today's the last day, and try it out for 1 week, 2 weeks. And all you have to do is send me an email, travis@passionproductformula or passionproduct.com, and I will give you back your money if you don't love it. Like, you have 14 days just to try it out. And if you don't love it, you can email me and I'll give you a 100% refund. However, I'm so confident that this is going to work for you. We actually have a $2,000 money back guarantee, meaning when you join the program, if you follow all the steps and you launch a product and you don't make at least $1,000 profit in your first year, I will personally refund you 100% of your money and give you $1,000 out of my own pocket. This is, I think, maybe there was one person that's ever taken me up on this. I don't even think there's been one person. The reason why is because this works. I know this formula is going to work. That's why I can put a guarantee. I've thought about even increasing this guarantee, but this guarantee works so strongly that I have no doubt that if you follow the program, that you will have success. So it's a no-brainer, guys. This is your last chance. Today, right now is your last chance. Go to passionproductformula.com. There'll be a link down below in the description. Click to join the program. And yeah, guys, I hope you enjoy the program. I hope I see you in the program. So that's it. Thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video I do. But reminder, passionproductformula.com, it's your last chance to join.